What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I'm bringing you guys with the Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary, and we've got some pretty cool stuff to talk about in this one. So, first and foremost, there's a new patch update to Black Ops 2. So next time you sign on and try to play, you're gonna have to download something. And as with all patch updates, that's got some kind of boring stuff of just fixing little bugs and glitches in the multiplayer. But they also did some pretty heavy gun balancing. There's quite a few weapons that were changed in this update. So I'm gonna let you guys know what happened so you can try out some new classes and see if you like any of the new stuff. I've still got to do that myself. But anyway, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about in this video are some cool new features coming to Black Ops 2 that are more on the customization side. So as you guys saw from the thumbnail and the title, we're having a bacon camo come to Black Ops 2, as well as a bunch of other cool ones. So we're going to talk about that, but I'll save that for last. I give you guys a quick little appetizer. We'll get to the full course at the end of this video. But anyway, let's talk about the patch. It's really, really important. Like I said, they balanced a bunch of weapons. They fixed a bunch of other multiplayer problems. I mean, it's just a lot of little things. We aren't going to go through everything. They fixed things like a knife lunge on Express, and then they resolved the problem where if you planted a claymore in front of a crouched player with a riot shield, it slingshotted that claymore across the map. So I bet you didn't even know that could happen. That's what's so great about Treyarch. They fix problems before they become problems. So if you guys want to see all the little minute details that they fix, I will link the link down in the description. But for now, let's get into the gameplay gun balancing. So first of all, which weapons did they nerf? Which weapons did they make worse? Well, I bet you can think of two off the top of your head. One is being used in this gameplay right here. That are extremely overpowered. Not necessarily overpowered, but just kind of outclass everything else in their tier. That would be the MSMC and the PDW. Both of these submachine guns were nerfed, and both of them had their recoil increased, as well as their hipfire accuracy decreased. So now when you aim down sight with these things, they aren't going to be quite as accurate, as well as when you try to spray and pray, it's not going to work quite as well. So we'll have to wait and see how this works out. Hopefully it's good balancing. I'm sure it is. They haven't really done too bad so far. And hopefully these two submachine guns will kind of interact better with the guns in their tier and not be quite as good. Now, moving on to the second nerf that they made, it was on the Cap 40 dual wield, which I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing a lot of these lately. And what they did was they reduced the damage and the hipfire accuracy. So the Cap 40 dual wields have been nerfed quite a bit. Now, they also nerfed both of the single shot weapons in this game, the FAL and the SMR. When they have select fire on and when they're in the full auto mode, they reduce the damage on both of them, which I feel is really, really necessary. I mean, that FAL with the full auto select fire was a little bit OP. If you guys have ever used it, it used to be amazing. And now they reduce the damage a bit, so you kind of have an advantage to stay in single shot mode. You're going to be able to kill faster, which it should add some interesting gameplay strategies. But anyway, the final thing that they nerfed was not a weapon, but it's actually an attachment. They made it so that the MMS can now almost not see cold-blooded, or cold-blooded is almost invisible to the MMS, which I think was definitely useful. I mean, before it was easy to see cold-blooded with it. I don't think you should be able to see it at all. I mean, I kind of feel like the MMS should have a direct counter to it, but now if you have cold-blooded on, people with the MMS probably won't be able to see you. You're going to be almost invisible, which is definitely a good thing. Now, moving on to the other end of the spectrum, we've got some buffs. So the first buff here actually surprised me quite a bit. They buffed the Type 25. So they did two things. They increased the movement speed, so now when you're walking or running with it, you're going to move a bit faster. And they also increased the medium range damage, which I was pretty surprised by. I mean, the Type 25 is a solid weapon, and they're upping the damage of medium range, which is usually where all of your engagements are with this weapon. So I think this thing may be pretty good now. I'm gonna have to check it out, and who knows, I might do a full video on it, but definitely check out the Type 25 now, because it should be pretty good. Now, the other guns that they kind of buffed are the Scar, which they increased the long range damage, which is very good. I mean, the Scar is a very slow shooter, so it's easier to be accurate with it at long range. So you might want to check that out. And then they also buffed the M1216 shotgun, which I don't like, but if you like it, you might want to try it out. They increased the medium range damage on that. And then finally, the last weapon that they buffed was the ballista with the iron sight attachment, and what they did was they reduced the idle sway, and I think that was definitely needed. I mean, you get a lot of hit markers with this gun, so anything to help you be accurate and get shots on target with it is definitely very needed. So that's definitely a good thing. And then finally, the last little kind of category of things that were fixed in this patch update is zombies, and all they said was that they fixed several exploits. So I don't know what that is. They didn't really give a detailed list, but if they're fixing stuff, I guess that's a good thing. So there you have it, guys. That's what we've got for fixes to the gameplay and things like that. Let's get into this really exciting news about some new customization options coming to Call of Duty. So what they are Activision is calling them micro items, and they're going to be things that you have to pay for, unfortunately, but the good thing is they're very, very cheap. So there's going to be things called personalization packs, and they're going to be 160 Microsoft points, which is equivalent to $2, which really isn't a big deal, and what you get with them is a calling card, a camo, and 3 reticles, which actually is pretty cool. I mean, that's really going to change it up quite a bit, give you a lot of personalization. And as you guys, you know, I mentioned it earlier in the video, and it's in the title and everything, one of these personalization packs is going to be bacon themed. So how exciting is that? Now, I can't tell you guys what the other ones are going to be. I actually saw them at Treyarch last time I was there, but they've got a bunch of really cool, really fun ones. And I'm excited to see them all. And don't you worry, guys, when they all come out and they're available to purchase, which is at a future date, they haven't announced it yet, I'm going to be downloading all of them, and I'll probably do a video on them showing you guys everything. Now, also, there's going to be something called an extra slots pack that you can purchase. I'm not sure how much it costs. It might be 160 Microsoft points as well, but this one's pretty cool. You get 10 more creative class slots, which is incredible. You could have up to 20. You get 20 more emblems, 32 more films, and 40 more screenshots. How freaking crazy is that? That's going to be really, really cool. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. I'm just really interested in those 10 extra creative class slots. There's also going to be something called the Flags of the World calling card packs. So I'm assuming that's more flags from around the world that you can buy these packs and use them as your calling cards. So that should be pretty cool. And then finally, the last thing I want to let you guys know about are 2 things that are coming to us all tomorrow, one of which is free. And, you know, free is always good. So tomorrow, Wednesday, Nuketown 2025 is going to be available to everybody to download for free. So even if you didn't pre-order Black Ops 2 and get it for free, you know, a couple months ago, you can get it for free now. So that's going to be pretty cool. And who knows, they may do like a Nuketown 2025 playlist to celebrate it. We'll have to wait and see. But also, the other thing that's coming tomorrow is Nuketown Zombies. Now, unfortunately, Nuketown Zombies is not going to be free. It's going to cost 400 Microsoft points, which is equivalent to $5. So, you know, if you're interested in Nuketown Zombies, you don't already have it, then that should be pretty cool for you. And you can get it for pretty cheap. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know there was a lot of info, but I hope you were able to keep up. And thank you guys so much for watching. I got a bunch of great videos coming soon. If you've got a second and really want to help me out, I'd appreciate it if you could check out the one video on screen right here. I really need it to hit 200,000 views by the 19th of this month. So if you've got a spare minute and you want to help me out and just click that annotation, that would be greatly appreciated. It's a good video. If you haven't seen it yet, a lot of you guys didn't see it, then make sure you check it out. It's about Crisis. So anyway, guys, help me out if you want to. Thank you all for watching. Great stuff coming soon. Peace out.